Hello car lovers, driving the 2025 Ford Explorer ST. This is a new model. What to say about it? It's a mid-size SUV, sporty SUV. First, an overview. The Ford Explorer is a mid-size SUV that comes in 4 trims. We get the all-equipped ST, which goes for $72,000. That is more expensive than its competitors. Sorry for the shaky camera, it's a new camera system. I'll get used to it. The engines for the first 3 models are a 4-cylinder turbo EcoBoost, whatever that means, with 300 horsepower and 310 pounds of torque. Fuel economy is 11.9 liters and 8.7 liters per 100 kilometers, or 2027 mpg. The 6-cylinder twin turbo does 13 liters per 100 kilometers and 9.3 liters per 100 kilometers, or 1825 mpg. Our all-equipped tester, the ST, comes with a twin turbo V6. In an odd option arrangement, the Platinum model, equipped with the V6 turbo, is more expensive at nearly $74,000. So it's a pretty complicated option arrangement at Ford, not simple like some of the competitors. Clearly the best value is the mid-trim ST line, again not to be confused with the all-equipped ST. Like I was saying, the ST line goes for $59,000-ish and has lots of features that one wants from this type of vehicle and is more in sync price-wise with its competitors. The highlights are the B&O sound system, the improved staggering of the options, the quiet ride on the road, the comfortable seats, the space, and the look. The downside is the monochromatic interior, the lack of a hybrid option, and the Ford long-term reliability, which remains a question mark. So we're back. What to say about this vehicle? Well, this vehicle I find is just a tremendous looker, wonderful lines, beefy look, very masculine in a tasty way. I mean, it certainly doesn't say sexless couple when you're in this vehicle. It's got some attitude a bit, but it's classy. Ford does that well. It translates well on the inside in terms of the space. This is huge. I'm not rubbing elbows at all with Ross. These seats are freaking comfortable. The general ergonomic is above average. This infotainment is much better than average in terms of ease of use. I even like the climate control within the infotainment. It's done well. I think other car manufacturers, including the makers of my Tesla, should take note. This is how you do an infotainment. You do have here a little bit of wasted space in the center console. You have a nice digital dash. You have a nice steering wheel. You have this B&O soundbar sound system. A note about that, usually a couple of years ago, manufacturers in the mid-size SUV class, you'd have, base, optional, and top end, right? There's always 3 or 4 models, and you would only get the high-end sound system on the top end model, and the rest you get something dinky. Now Ford, they're kind of like staggering these things a lot more intelligently. There's like the high-end B&O sound system for this model, and then there's the medium-end B&O for the other models, right? Not the base model, but the other models, which I think is genius. Really, in this category, you're shopping for the most value-packed mid-trim model, aka leather seats and a good sound system, and that's about it. And of course, all the driving aids. On the highway, this vehicle is relatively quiet, I would say, with these 21-inch low-profile tires, pretty good. I'm in normal mode, and I am taking the Montreal Trail, hashtag St. Joseph Street in Lachine, pretty darn well, I'd say, driving slowly along, and it's very comfortable. There's just no question. A great urban vehicle in that respect. There's no optional hybrid, plug-in hybrid powertrains. Ford said, F that, we're going 4-cylinder turbo, or this vehicle 6-cylinder turbo. I must say the 6-cylinder is extremely responsive and very powerful. I mean, just plenty of power for the weight of this vehicle, and has a nice growl, so that's nice. This steering wheel, like I said, nice grips at 10 and 2, very good for that. I'm feeling a very natural, at ease vibe here. Nice panoramic roof, letting in a lot of natural light. Visibility here, pretty damn good, I'd say, except for the rear 3/4. Everything else is fine. Second row is huge, lots of room there. We've got the 2 captain chairs, and that's nice. The third row is for your mother-in-law, children, or cadavers. Completely reasonable. I'm feeling about $67,000 in my checkbook. Of course, it's going for $71,000, $72,000. I think that's a bit expensive for what you're getting. The base price is like $53,000, which is totally appropriate. And that's what I have to say about the value proposition. Of course, the reliability, never been. Long-term reliability is not one of Ford's strong suits, which comes to my recommendation. I would definitely recommend this on the lease for its appearance, for the ease of use of the infotainment, for the general size, for the power, and just the general competency. I think is very good. Where I can knock it, I think it's a little bit monochromatic, the interior, the lack of a hybrid powertrain, and I think once again the price a little bit higher. Seek the middle trim models, and it's very quiet on the highway when you're driving around. It's very easy to use. Ford does have an easiness to use, and that is the review. By the way, if you like this review, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course you should subscribe to this channel. And that is it.